Chapter 5, Mishnah 2. The Mishnah returns to the subject of the previous chapters, the laws of the Asham Talui. As we learned in Chapter 1, Mishnah 2, a person brings an Asham Talui when he is uncertain whether he committed a sin that requires him to bring a chatas offering. This Mishnah discusses whether a person brings an Asham Talui if he is uncertain whether he transgressed the sin of Me'ilah, unlawfully benefiting from consecrated property, which is the sin that requires one to bring an Asham Me'ilos, a type of Asham offering. Rabbi Akiva obligates a person to bring an Asham Talui if he is uncertain whether he committed the sin of Me'ilah, although as a rule an Asham Talui is brought only when a person is uncertain whether he committed a sin that is subject to a chatas offering. The sin of Me'ilah is an exception to this rule. Even though a person who commits Me'ilah brings an Asham Me'ilos and not a chatas, a person who is uncertain whether he committed Me'ilah brings an Asham Talui. But the sages exempt such a person from an Asham Talui. The sages hold that there are no exceptions. A person brings an Asham Talui only if he is uncertain whether he committed a sin that is subject to a chatas. When a person commits Me'ilah, in addition to bringing an Asham Me'ilos, he must pay the temple treasury the value of the benefit he derived, plus an additional penalty of 1/5 of the value. The Mishnah discusses whether this payment must be made in the above case. But Rabbi Akiva agrees that if a person is uncertain whether he committed Me'ilah, he does not bring his Me'ilah payment to the temple treasury unless it becomes known to him that he definitely committed Me'ilah. And if that happens, he brings a definite Asham, i.e. an Asham Me'ilos, along with the Me'ilah payment. Thus, according to Rabbi Akiva, if this person finds out that he committed Me'ilah, he ends up bringing two Ashamos, the Asham Talui that he brought originally and the Asham Me'ilos that he brings now. Rabbi Tarfon challenges this. Rabbi Tarfon said, "Why should this person bring two Ashamos as you say? Rather, while he is still uncertain whether he committed Me'ilah, he should bring the Me'ilah payment, including the additional 1/5 of its value. And he should bring a single Asham worth 2 Salayim. And he should say, if I find out that I definitely committed Me'ilah, this money will be my Me'ilah payment, and this animal will be my Asham Me'ilos. But if I remain uncertain whether I committed Me'ilah, the money will be a donation to the Beis HaMikdash, and the animal will be an Asham Talui. If he does this, he will have to bring only a single animal rather than two. The reason he can make such a stipulation is because one brings an Asham for a definite Me'ilah from the same species that one brings an Asham for an uncertain sin. The same species of animal, a ram worth at least 2 Salayim, is used both for an Asham Me'ilos and an Asham Talui. Therefore, in our case, the person can take one ram and stipulate that it should be either an Asham Me'ilos or an Asham Talui.